I would like to welcome you all to this seventh edition of KPIT Sparkle. We started KPIT Sparkle because we wanted to make it as a movement of innovation, a movement for our science and engineering students across the country to bring their imagination and their initiatives to solve the problems relating to mobility and relating to energy. We were very keen that we should be able to harness the energies of our people for solving problems that really matter. And we said that this should be an exercise of the heart, head, and hand. So let me explain what I mean. So we said we are not going to define the problem. You define the problem that is most serious for the Indian public. So you use your heart to decide which problem you want to solve. Then you come up with a very innovative solution to solve that problem. So you essentially use your head for that purpose. But it's not enough that you just think of a good problem solution, but you have to actually deliver a working prototype. And with that in mind, we said you must have something which is an actual working solution. So 7 years ago, when we started, we had less than 1,000 staff participants. And now I'm so happy to state that this year we had over 21,000 students across India participating, more than 27 states, 4 union territories, almost 1,000 colleges, and some of the best colleges have participated. More than 80% of the top 100 colleges in the country have participated this time. What a journey it has been. It has been so satisfying. Now, it's not enough that we have just bright ideas that people are bringing in. We have to actually turn those ideas into reality. And so we said that these solutions should come into the market as actual solutions. And with that in mind, we said that first, you patent your solutions. So more than 50 patents have been filed out of this. Then we have been helping these students go to incubation centers. And over the past, over 50 lakhs have been given to the ideas that came up in Sparkle to bring these ideas into reality. And this was the way in which we worked till last year. This year, we said that in this current world, the most important aspect is speed. So this year, while the Sparkle competition was going down, was already happening, we took our solutions to the various incubators, and those incubators have already started funding these ideas. And so now we have a situation where we have the ideas which are coming in for the KPIT Sparkle. At the same time, they are getting funded. Now the incubators from across the country have joined in. Moreover, we have now started Sparkle in Germany. At some point in time, we'll be doing Sparkle in the US. And I want to say that in this whole journey of KPIT Sparkle, we have had the blessings and the motivation and the inspiration of Dr. Mashelkar, who has been the chair of our Innovation Council. And we have seen that this small plant that we put in 7 years ago has now grown into a large tree. And we believe that with this, we can take it actually a step further. What is our next plan? Our next plan is to turn the week of Sparkle into a week of festivities. We want to make it a festival of ideas and innovation, of science and technology, and of entrepreneurship. Over the last 3 days, we have had many people delivering talks to our students, and over 4,000 students have attended on this web seminar. And we believe that over a period, we will convert that into one full week packed with some of the best leaders from science and technology, some of the best business leaders coming in and talking to our students. So this can be really a nationwide movement sparking innovation. I'm particularly happy that this year we have 2 very eminent personalities amongst us. And these are the 2 personalities with whom I have had the privilege of a lot of personal interactions. We have Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, who brings a very illustrious career with him. MPhil from DPhil from University of Oxford, PhD from India, formerly the Secretary General of FICCI, the Chief Economist at CII, and at multiple other places, former Reserve Bank of India Director, former director of State Bank of India. As at the helm of Niti Aayog, he has started actually many initiatives which are related to energy and environment. And thank you, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest. It's our particular privilege and honor to have Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Again, I have had the personal privilege of interacting with him. He is an eminent leader, one of probably the most dynamic leader striding the national political scene. I have seen him at close quarters, extremely impressed by his vision, by his dynamism, by his personal interest in everything which can change our society for the better, for his forthrightness and for his integrity. He has done a lot of work in the area of mobility, whether it is safe mobility or better mobility. He has done extraordinary work in the field of biotechnology, biofuels, a good incentive given for hydrogen technologies, and he has really made a big difference. And I am so happy that he is with us here today. My welcome to you, sir. We are now at the cusp of the award ceremonies. So I want to again welcome all of you to this ceremony. I would like to compliment in advance those of you who will win the awards. And I would like to also tell those of you who may not win awards this time, hang in there, because next time maybe it is your turn. And even if there is no award for you, maybe you will incubate a new company which will bring technologies for a better world. Welcome again, and thank you. Nitinji, I want to sincerely thank you for your presence this evening amongst the KPIT Sparkle winners, KPIT Sparkle participants, and amongst our jury and ourselves. As Dr. Mashelkar rightly mentioned, your presence is always extremely inspiring, and you are able to give a vision to all of us. I would like to certainly take you up on some of the initiatives that you mentioned. I might give you a very quick overview. As you rightly mentioned, we developed indigenously a fuel cell in the country, and we ran a car on that. In very short period of time, we'll be running buses on that, and we are working with the oil companies to see that we can launch a fuel cell bus in the country. I remember many years ago, you talked about boats running on fuel cells, and we are also working with Cochin Shipyard now to design boats which will run on fuel cell. We are also talking to Indian Railways for fuel cell based railways. We are completely conscious of the problems that the Indian agriculture has, and we need to really figure out a solution to help to solve that problem. Working on technologies for development of green hydrogen, and actually our small plant for generation of hydrogen has just started operating in the country. So there are many opportunities where I believe that the talent of Indian engineers can be used to solve the problem of India. I was personally very delighted to hear you talk about sodium-ion batteries. We have been working on sodium-ion batteries for the last 4 years. And again, we are very close to a situation where some solution can be introduced in the market. Sodium is available anywhere in the world, whereas 80% of the supply of lithium is controlled by China. And our worry has been that we should not get out of the bucket of the oil producing countries into the bucket of lithium producing countries. And therefore, we have been very strongly working in that area. I'm particularly happy to state that the number of entries that have been getting in Sparkle, which are related to energy and mobility, is increasing day by day. And there are a lot of solutions which are coming from grassroots innovation. And we are having solutions coming from Arunachal Pradesh as well as from hinterlands of Maharashtra or MP, etc. It gives us a great pleasure to see the kind of innovation that is coming into this country and the kind of confidence that the young generation has in their ability to solve problems which are relevant to our country.